Alright. So, really, just a couple of things. Just that I kind of think are funny, because I'm looking for anything to talk about that isn't fucking impeachment based. I got two things. One thing is personal. So I'm fucking telling you guys a personal story. For those of you who don't like it, I don't give a shit, turn it off. Anyways, so I checked my mail today, and I got a letter from my doctor. Very nice lady. It's important to note. And it says, "We noticed that you haven't scheduled your sleep study yet." And I'm like, scheduled it? I still have the neck cramp from it. Like, what? So, I'm like, alright, great. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a merit-based guy. But I am not without my expectations of people. Right? So, if my doctor is going to be like some high-maintenance chick that's always going to be like sending me letters like, "Have you done this yet?" Like, I don't fucking need that shit. Like, especially since she told me it could be anywhere up to like 6 months that I might be waiting to get in to do this thing. So they called me like 2-3 weeks later. And we're like, "Let's set you up." And I'm like, awesome. And they set me up for the sleep thing, and I went in and did it. And now I'm getting letters going, "Wait, what the fuck?" So yeah, it was funny. I just called them and I was like, "Yeah, I did it. I did what I was supposed to, doc." And they were like, "Okay." And like the assistant, her assistant is like, that was so fucking funny to me. Oh, she's like, "Oh, they just probably haven't told her anything about the results yet. Probably because they don't have them if it only happened on Friday." And I'm like, yeah, that fucking... they should have at least let her know what was going on. And I'm like, oh, of course. Because then that way I don't fucking have to get mail about it. But whatever. So, so it seems I got a high-maintenance chick for my doctor. Yippee skippy. That's exactly what I deal with best out of women. So, she seems pretty good. So we'll see how long the high maintenance can be outweighed rather by the fucking quality of the care that I get. But I'm already thinking about finding a doctor. I'm just kidding. Somebody's going to take that serious and be like, "I can't believe you're such a dick about your doctor." You people. Anyways, so the thing that is actually a news thing that I just thought was hysterical is, I guess, one of the freshman congresswomen, don't get too excited yet, it isn't fucking one of the big four. One of the little piddly freshman congresswomen, she had to step down. Most unfortunate. She got apparently into a relationship. I guess she's going through a divorce from an abusive husband. I want to make sure you understand, from an abusive husband. So everything else is forgivable because she's going through a divorce from an abusive husband. They just made sure to make you know from an abusive husband that she's getting a divorce from an abusive husband from an abusive husband. So make sure from an abusive husband you understand that her ex-husband that she's getting a divorce from is very abusive. You gotta know she's, dealing with some shit right now. It's a very abusive relationship. He's very abusive. You understand what's going on here? Abusive. So, she was in a very abusive marriage and is getting a divorce. And I guess she was running on the platform of "I'm bi." Right? She likes dick and pussy. Vote for me. I'm a fan of everybody. Right? So, not really so much on like economy or, any problems going on in the district or anything like that. I guess it was more just, I eat pussy and suck dick. I don't know. It seems to be, sexual preferences seems to be the platforms most Democrats run on these days. whatever. So she ran on the platform of bisexual and was voted in. Apparently that's all you need to be. Bisexual. So her district voted for the bisexual girl. Now she's gone. Why is she gone, you ask? Well, apparently she was in an abusive marriage. Now that in and of itself not enough to get you kicked out of Congress. I should know. I've been beating Nancy Pelosi all these years I've been married to her. Bitch is still there. That's why she's so loopy. But so she's in this abusive marriage. I'm going to work that in as many more times as I possibly can, because God knows they do. She's in this abusive marriage. And while she's campaigning, while getting a divorce from an abusive husband, I mean, just think of the hero this woman is. She's campaigning, and she got into a relationship with a guy on her staff. Her campaign staff. Now, because of the fact that she was in an abusive marriage, she just didn't think about how inappropriate it is to have a relationship with a subordinate, especially when you are running for Congress. And one would think quadruply, especially if you're a Democrat. But apparently, that doesn't mean shit to them. Like, they all seem to be fucking everybody on their staffs and shit. So it doesn't really matter because they're Democrats, right? Like, I can get away with this shit because I'm a Democrat. Like, I don't know. It just seems to be the way they all kind of think nowadays. So she figured, well, you know, I'm a Democrat. I can fuck whoever I want to on my staff. My idol is Hillary Clinton. She was in an abusive marriage too. Did I mention that this other lady is in an abusive marriage? I don't even fucking know her name, but she's in an abusive marriage. I know that much. So, she starts fucking this dude on her staff. Phrasing. She starts fucking this dude on his staff. And, you know, that's bad enough. But apparently, some nude photography has come out of her, like, rubbing on some chick. And of course, because it's Democrats, and, well, I mean, because it's politicians is really what it comes down to. But, you know, because why not make it more funny than this? The dude, right, the guy on her staff, he, when asked about it, said, no, I'm not in a relationship with her. Because, you know, dude logic. You fucking your boss? Hell no, I ain't fucking my boss. And then when you talk to your boss later, you go, you realize people are asking me if I'm fucking you, right? But, like, you know, it's dude logic. I'm not going to answer that question in a truthful manner until I've talked to my boss about what our story is. Right? That's the way dudes think. Hell no. No, that would be terribly inappropriate. Primarily we think that way because we want to keep fucking. You see, when we're children, we're not dudes. There's no dudes that are kids. There's no fucking even senior in high school that's a dude. You gotta go through a whole lot more shit than fucking high school and fucking junior college or whatever before you're a fucking dude. Hell no. You gotta go some living first before you can call yourself a dude. So those fucking kids, they don't know. They ain't dudes. So they fuck their teachers and then have to tell everybody, oh, I'm fucking the teacher because, duh, stupid. They're not dudes. Dudes know better. Dudes will be like, you fucking your teacher? Hell no, I'm not fucking my teacher. And then later on that evening, when they're laying in bed with their teacher, they're going to go, you know, people are asking about us. I wanted to at least get one more in before you freak the fuck out. So I didn't say anything to him. I said, no. I don't know if that's a story you want me to keep sticking to or what you want to do from here. You're the one that plans. So, you know, like, right? Like, that's dude shit. And this guy was apparently a dude. No, I ain't fucking her. But this dumb bitch, she is not a dude. She came out and said, yeah, I'm kind of fucking him. And I'm kind of fucking this chick. You know, I ran on being bi. I fuck a lot of people. You know? And all I ever meet is people that are underneath me. So, you know. So she's stepping down. Northam, you remember Coon Man? Watch how quite loud I say that shit these days. Y'all remember Coon Man? Yeah. He's still fucking mayor or whatever. He's still governor, Northam. He didn't step down. And he would, you know, had that picture with him posing with the ghost. You all remember that? The laugh we had about that? And everybody, Democrats and Republican, it was one of the biggest bipartisan things that we've had going since Donald Trump got elected. Everybody wanted him to step down, and he was like, nope, sorry, can't make me either. This will blow over, and you'll all forget about me someday. And holy shit, that worked. But this dumb bitch, she was like, look, if you're going to have this much of a problem with me fucking my staff, then fuck it then. Like, I got into politics because I figured there was a lot of hot men and women that I could just start banging. I'm into both. This is, you know, I ran on I fuck a lot of people. The people spoke. They voted for me based on she fucks everybody. Let's have her in office. It's progressive. Well, she started fucking everybody and now she's not in office. Like, I get it, man. Like, you know, it is what it is. There isn't, you know, everybody always likes to talk, like, I guess they did a Saturday Night Live skit about it not too long ago, about black crime and white crime and stuff like that. If it's somebody fucking a kid, obviously that's a white dude. Black people don't do that kind of shit. You know what I mean? If it's a fucking shooting from a car speeding by, most likely we know who we're looking for. Right? You know, we talk about that kind of shit all the time. But, you know, you have your Democrat and Republican things, too. Democrats are generally fucking everybody. Like, they get into politics for the pussy. And even now, apparently, if you're a woman, you're getting into politics for the pussy. So it's like, everybody gets into politics for the pussy. And then, you know, inevitably you get caught, all this scattered ass around you, and that's the end of you. Unless you're Bill Clinton. And you just fucking kind of coast out the rest of the way and sail off into the sunset to God only knows how many bitches he's fucked since he got a white husband. Whatever. Good for him, you know? But like Republicans, you know, they're always stealing people's money. A lot of fraud, a lot of, you know, but they do their things too, you know. They wind up, you find out that, you know, they're doing this pray the gay away thing, and then, you know, on the weekends they're sucking off some dude through a glory hole in a fucking rest stop somewhere, and it's like, really, you're really against gay people, huh? It's funny you wouldn't be for gay marriage. You're married. You know, like that kind of shit. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, that's kind of usually the shit you find with Republicans. They're either gay, and why didn't you just fucking say so, or they're taking everybody's fucking money. The Democrats are usually just fucking everybody. Just fucking everybody. That's usually their kind of stuff. It's always, the Democrats are always getting in trouble for either sexual abuse of some sort or another, or some sort of racist something or another. That's always what it is. The Democrats are all the racists, and the people just fucking fondling everybody. And what is it they always scream about? People fondling everybody and racists. And the Republicans are always stealing people's money, and what are they always doing? They're always counting the beans. You know? So it's kind of like when you're voting for somebody these days, at the very least, you really have to pay attention to what it is that they are really hardcore against. If they're hardcore against people who are raping people, and if they're hardcore against people who are racist as all hell, then you gotta figure, alright, if I'm voting for this person, I'm either voting for a rapist or a racist. One or the other, because that's the two things that I think me doth protest too much about. So, it's gonna be that, probably. So now you know. Now you know. You gotta look out for the politicians who build their platforms on, I've never fucked a child in my life, and I never would, and I hate everybody who does. Because that guy probably got 6 kids locked up in his fucking basement. Now you know.